102.3
Maxfm.
This is the Bbnaija Roundup, brought to you by Lush Hair.
Welcome to the Big Brother Naija Roundup, brought to you by Lush Hair. In case you're just listening for the very first time, this is where we get into the Big Brother Naija house and tell you the things going on, the things that you may have missed, and the things that you need to know about, what's going on. Well, yesterday, let's start from that point. Adekunle and Shegs from Level 1 got into a very heated argument. So heated that they had to hold Adekunle back. A lot of people saw Adekunle in a different light, and it was quite interesting. I think he was able to garner some new voters, in my opinion, based on what had happened yesterday. Now, what was the genesis of the fight? Well, back and forth they went, but one thing I was able to pick out was Adekunle claiming that Shegs has been irritated by him for too long. He's kept his cool, while Sheg countered by saying that Adekunle had gossiped about him all the time, talking bad about him, giving him negative vibes, especially with his relationship with Bella. And it felt like it was Shegs and Bella versus the entire house yesterday. And I don't know where this is leading to, and I don't know if the two men will be able to, cool down, because they still have some teamwork to do concerning wager and task in the house. And I don't know if this is going to impact on the performance of the Level 1 housemates in general. But it was quite interesting to see man to man, and it reminded me of that moment where Prince and Ozo went at each other again, and the genesis was actually a woman at the end of it all, and it was Nengi back then. Now it's Bella, but Adekunle is claiming that he doesn't have any feelings for Bella, but Shegs seems to think otherwise. What do you think? What's your opinion about the fight that happened? And some people are saying again that it may have been staged. Maybe Level 1 housemates were getting too boring, and this was just a way by which they can just drum up some drama in that particular level. Well, what do you think? We'll be finding out more of your opinions on our Instagram Live, Max 102.3 FM, and of course, TVC Connect. Now, back to the Big Brother Naija house. Of course, you know that Kes is amongst those nominated for possible eviction this week. Do you think he's going to go out? You have other housemates as well. You have, what's his name? Groovy is on the list. Who else is again on the list of nomination for this week? You have Amaka, who I think is going to get sympathy votes. I don't think Amaka is going anywhere just yet. You also have, let me get some of the other names. You have Modella, who is also on the list, who by the way is not going on because she's a fake housemate. You have Cheesy, who's not going anywhere as well. Well, Eloswag seems to think that Sakes needs to leave that house, and so he nominated him. From Savi as well, you have Daniela, and those are the people up for possible eviction. But Sakes' wife is coming out to canvass vote for her husband, and addressing the issue of the miscarriage that happened to her. And some people are saying that should that be a tool to canvass for votes? Should people be using that as a way to get people to vote for him? Well, I don't know if that would work for him in the long run. But Sakes' wife says that although that the husband needs to dish more content to remain in the house, she believes that he still has more to give in staying in the Big Brother Naija house, and he doesn't need to come back home, and staying in the house is not going to affect the marriage in any way. Ladies and gents, 100 million naira is not easy to walk away from. That's all I'm going to say. So if you feel that Sakes needs to be in the house and you think the wife is doing all it takes to support her husband, let's know what you think about that as well. Moving on to love triangles in the house. Groovy and Phyna and Chomzy, who by the way is in Level 1. Well, in Level 2, it's Groovy and Phyna, and the kissing seems to be, should I say, intensifying every day by day. Do you think Groovy is slowly falling for Phyna, or this is all affection, one-sided on the part of Phyna? What do you think? Do you think this is a ship that can sail? Well, Groovy was in the diary session yesterday, and he was asked who he would like to join at Level 2, where he's at. And guess what? He picked Chomzy. Chomzy, the roots of the problem that led to Beauty being disqualified. This Groovy still went for Chomzy. What do you think about that choice? And also, who do you think will get shuffled into level 2 from level 1? Because if you look at the number of people in level 2 versus level 1, level 2 housemates seems to be depleting by the day because they've been unable to win the head of house title. So level 1 has the upper edge. So there might be some shuffling and reshuffling. Now, who do you think is going to get moved from level 2 to level 1? Which of the housemates in level 2 do you think needs to go to level 1 to level up? Well, we'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll go to you and ask you the question. What do you think will happen if Big Brother grants Groovy's wish by bringing Chomzy out? And between Adekunle and Sheg's fight, the fight that happened between Adekunle and Sheg's, who do you think won that fight? We'll be back with more tidbits. The Big Brother Naija Roundup, brought to you by Lush Hair. I don't want to love anybody. Should that be the strategy of anyone in that house? Because it seems to be like the ships are causing trouble here and there. Well, one ship that has been, should I say, that has drowned a little bit because of his exit, that would be Khalid. You remember him and Daniela engaged in some nightly activities, and at some point in time, it got to the point where people were like, is this what you guys came to do in the house? And Khalid unfortunately got evicted, leaving Daniela the sole survivor of that ship in the house. And Daniela has been looking all lost this week. I just hope that this will not lead to her eviction, because she's also on that list for possible eviction. Well, Khalid has been doing some interviews, and he's claiming that you guys are seeing double O. All that movement that you are seeing is just aggressive kissing. First, it was aggressive cuddling that we used to hear. Now it's kissing aggressively. Well, do you agree with him? Do you think that's all that was happening underneath the sheets, or there was a lot more unfolding right there? Well, I guess that's between the two. For now, we just hope that Daniela will survive this eviction, possible eviction, and if not, she'll come outside and they'll continue what they started in the house. Well, back to you and what you think so far about the Big Brother Naija house. Do you think if Big Brother grants Groovy's wish by bringing Chomzy over, the dynamics going on between Groovy and Phyna might scatter, or do you think it will add more spice to what's going on? And Adekunle and Sheg's fight, what is your opinion about it? Well, let me talk to Oyin inside the studio. She's been watching the Big Brother Naija house as well. And what do you think about the fight? When you saw that fight, tell me the truth. Were you happy, or were you?
I mean, I was kind of happy in a way, because level 1 gave us the drama that we wanted with that fight. Even though I kind of believe it was staged in a way, because the fight was hot.
All of a sudden hot.
All of a sudden hot. And it was just like, I felt like they were just talking about something random. And the fight just came up. And I was even like surprised, Adekunle, it seems like this kind of calm person, not react or something like that. So for his reaction, I was like, so this guy can talk. And I think it might actually have, give him fans with the way he reacted.
Or do you think it's pepper body? Because Bella and Sheg seems to think that all the housemates hate them because of their ship.
I'm not a fan of Bella and Sheg's relationship.
Why? You hate love?
I don't hate love. I just feel like they're trying to segregate themselves from the rest of the house. Yeah. And that made it more clear with the conversation they had about, Bella and Sheg's, that they don't want to talk to the housemates as much as before because of the fights.
Husband and wife matter. Easy. What Big Brother has joined together, let's no housemates put asunder. Well, we'll see how that works for them when they're getting towards the final. If they get to the final, we'll see whether they will not be separated at the end of the day. Well, let's go to you. What do you think about the fights? And also Groovy, Phyna, Chomzy, possible shuffling. Do you think who do you think should go into the level 2? From level 1 to level 2, who do you think should go there? 0817-287-1853, 0817-287-1854. And if you're on Instagram Live, Max1023 FM, TVC Connect, you can leave a comment and we'll read out. Call back. Hello. Hello, good morning.
I think Chomzy should go.
Chomzy should go and join Groovy.
Yes.
What will now happen to Phyna? Yeah, wicked though. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
You're welcome to the show. What's your name?
My name is Evelyn from Ikoton.
Evelyn. So, what do you think? Which story are you reacting to?
I'm reacting to both.
Okay.
I love yesterday night.
Hey!
I couldn't give you
That war. So who won the fight?
I mean, that was sick war. I don't focus now. You should say you get money. Why you can't do? I don't know if you're the part of my girl Lagos now. Who know you? What is your BVN name?
Wow. It's all
I'll be
good.
expecting that bad goal since that day that Shenge just told that the Bbnaija is after Bella. So the rest fly again. Then Ebukana added more fire to it again on Sunday.
Yeah, you're right. But no be Shek's fault. But no be Shek's fault. Say Adekunle no get babe. Alison no give am face again. No be anybody's fault now.
100M now with the marry. See yesterday after Adekunle dropped the glass goal, it was a video of 2 women relaxing.
All right. So Groovy should
what honest about the swabbing? I really want Brian to go to level 1 to go and course that Sheba. What they call it? That Shella and Bella issue. Then Chomzy should also come to level 2 again. I don't want Phyna. Phyna should not. I don't know what Phyna is doing with that guy. He's so clear. That is a red flag already.
You don't want peace. It's obvious. You don't want peace. You want problems.
I'm not Phyna.
017-287-1853-1854. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, Daddy.
Yes, welcome.
I am from Bbnaija.
All right.
I think Chomzy should go. He should go today. Then people should just go and Groovy. Chomzy should just go for the home.
So you don't like Groovy and Phyna's ship?
One other Friday that Chomzy and Groovy are doing. It's not it at all. I didn't subscribe for that one. Let I enter on this Saturday. This thing, I want to know what's on. That's why we subscribe for now. We subscribe for all these talk. We'll see how it's going to unfold. Like Chomzy, Phyna, and Groovy. And I know beauty will be some women.
Wow. Wow. You have to bring beauty. Sleeping beauty into this matter. Why? Leave her. Let her be. Hello, good morning. 017-287-1853-1854. Let's see if we can wrap it up with one more call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to Bbnaija Roundup. Which story are you reacting to?
Yes, I think Chomzy should go.
Chomzy should go to level 1. To level 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Why?
Because I think you made Phyna to go.
Wow. So you don't like Groovy and Phyna together?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, deep. Khalid, okay, that's a comment coming from our Instagram live, Max102FM. It's Mr. Porsche says, it's Khalid saying his body is a temple for me. And also saying that they only had aggressive kissing. It seems these guys and their management just assume that viewers are kids. But to be honest and fair, we did not see, we only saw movements. Anything can be happening under those sheets. It's just movements that we're seeing. And with our sinful minds, we were already thinking something that's not there. They said it's aggressive kissing it is. Let's just end it there. And let's just end it right now on the Big Brother Naija round. Of course, expect more drama to come. I will definitely be serving it to you hot and fresh as they unfold. Thank you so much for listening. And of course, the Max Breakfast continues.
102.3
Max FM.
This is the Bbnaija Roundup, brought to you by Lush Hair.